Hey everyone, this is Steve from Commercial Forest Products. Now we've done a couple videos on Paulownia lumber before, but there's one issue with Paulownia that I touched on briefly, but I don't think I gave it enough time. And so I want to do a short video just kind of going over one of the issues that we have and pretty much everybody has who tries to manufacture with Paulownia wood lumber. I'm going to go ahead and run some B-roll here. A while back we took 8/4 Paulownia lumber and made a run of 8/4 guitar blanks that finished at 1.8 inches thick, 15 inches wide by 20 inches long. And they were made in two-piece center glue formation. So kind of your standard two-piece guitar blanks made out of Paulownia lumber. And I walk over and randomly pull out a blank. Now without even looking, I just cut into the plastic. There was a pallet of about 50 there. I pulled one out and let me see if you can guess what the issue is that I'm talking about. Need another hint? Well, I just so happen to have a piece of 8/4 Paulownia right here. And let me just hold it up to the camera here so you can take a peek. This is the end grain. So as you can see, it is a piece of quarter sawn Paulownia lumber in 8/4 thickness. So it's quarter sawn. You can tell it's quarter sawn by the vertical grains running straight pretty much up and down. So this board is about, I don't know, maybe 35 inches long. So if you look at the end grain here, it would be logical to assume that we're looking at straight lines throughout the whole board. But that's not at all what we're looking at here. It starts out straight lines, it gets curly here, the lines start moving in different directions, and by the time we get to the end of the board, the quarter sawn seems like it's going off diagonally to the left of the board. I mean, essentially, this is not a quarter sawn look. It starts off as a quarter sawn look, and a mere 15 inches later, it kind of goes in a bunch of different directions. Now the industry standard when you glue two-piece guitar blanks using 8/4 lumber is you use slip match blanks. And basically, and what slip match blanks are blanks that have been cut from successive pieces of the same board. And the theory is that, well, if the grain runs to the edge of one cut and starts the next one, it'll be a real easy grain match. Certainly the colors look the same, and the grain should match up pretty close. Maybe not as close as a book match, but 16/4 Paulownia lumber to slice book matched guitar body blanks. Almost all of the two-piece guitar blanks you'll see on the market are made out of slip match blanks. And they're supposed to match. That means it gives the blank the appearance that it is almost one board, or if not one board, mirror images of one side or the other. Just a uniform look. You have a Paulownia board that looks like this. You can use successive cuts from the same board, and it's going to look different. And that's what we saw in that video. Let me rewind it again for you. You can see the blank I pulled out. Again, it was completely random. This was not to make a point. I wasn't even planning on making a video. I just wanted to kind of see what it looked like. Well, obviously I was planning on making a video, otherwise I wouldn't have made a video, but I wasn't planning on turning it into a YouTube topic video. But when I pull the blank out completely at random, the piece doesn't look like it's very well matched. It's matched okay, but it doesn't really look like a slip match. But it was cut as a slip match, and that presents a problem if you're going to do a lot of manufacturing using Paulownia lumber. The nice thing about Paulownia is the beautiful flowing irregular grain lines, but the thing that is not so nice is trying to match those grain lines up.